Hey you guys. So, when you go through a test and trial, what is the first thing that you think? You think, what did I do? Why did this happen? What did I do to cause all of this? Well, at times when we're going through our trials and our tribulations, we didn't do anything at times. At times, they are allowed by Father God so we may learn valuable lessons. And the number one thing is for us to depend on Christ. The number one reason why we go through trials and tribulations is so we may be humbled, we may decrease, and allow the Lord to increase in our lives. When we look at the book of Job, God says that he was a perfect man. He didn't do anything. But guess what? He lost his family. He lost his home, his riches, his wife. He had this rare disease, and everyone thought that he was doing something wrong. His friends judged him. They said, maybe you weren't doing maybe whatever you were doing was not of God. You're really not the man of God that you said you were. And God is like, no. And he is telling you, no, that is not the reason why you're going through anything. You're going through because I want to sanctify you. Meaning, as a child of God, our whole life until, God forbid, we leave before Jesus comes back, or when Jesus comes back, our whole life we're going through a sanctification process, meaning that God is changing us daily, all throughout the day, to make us more like Christ, to help us to depend on Christ and what he has done on Calvary. So with that being said, our trials and our tribulations help us, teach us lessons, bring us closer to the Lord, and it help us to decrease, humble ourselves, so we may know how great and amazing our God is. So we may now don't have to look and judge the next person when they're going through. We can understand how they feel. So at times, even when you see someone going through, don't speak ill or bad thinking like, oh, they must have did this while they're going through this. You just never know the heart of a person. You never know what someone, the meaning behind their test and trial.